So as we rejoin the action, blinds are 10,000 and 20,000 with a 5,000 ante. It's been folded to Antonio on the button, who's got ace-4.
The ace is pump fake. Good enough for Antonio.
That's a raise. Maria folds. Daniel, with jack-7 suited, calls.
Negs. Yep.
You know, this is the kind of thing that keeps women away from the game.
Heads up to the flop. Which gives Daniel second pair, bottom pair for Antonio.
This is some classic Daniel versus Antonio.
Daniel is checked. Antonio bets.
I'm kind of surprised he continued when this board hits Daniel's range so hard, but make no mistake, he'd be much happier with a fold here.
Daniel calls.
I do not think Antonio will bet again.
Turn card is a deuce, doesn't change anything. And the action goes check, check. We're going to the cage street. The river is a 5, so Daniel's got a lock on this.
And if he bets it, he'll definitely play the value card. If he gets called, it'll almost always be by a better hand, so he can't afford to risk going to the cage.
There's the value card, followed by the bet.
As it is the best hand, and he probably won't get called. But because of the cage, Antonio does have to think about it.
His shot clock's running.
But like a guy coughing into a rag in a zombie movie, Daniel's always got it.
Antonio, down to 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. He folds.
Always. Always with the value. That's how I roll.
We know.
To play 2 years in a row, no cage action in the final.
It's more cheddar to the eventual winner.
On this hand, we're going to go in the tank with Daniel. We'll only see his hole cards, which are 7-5. He's called. Phil, who now has a ridiculous chip lead, calls out of the small blind.
Interesting limp by us like Verbal Kint. Hopefully we'll get away with it. Like Verbal Kint.
Maria has checked her option. We're going 3-way to the flop. Queen 6-4. Up and down straight draw for Daniel.
That's about as good a flop as we could hope for. Plus, we're Daniel. We're gonna get there.
Phil bets out. Maria folds.
I like calling here. Sometimes Phil will give up and we can steal it. Sometimes we'll hit our hand.
Daniel does call. The turn card is a 7. Second pair for Daniel to go with that straight draw. Phil checks.
I think we should probably just check. I think we should probably just bet. I meant to say bet.
Daniel does bet. And what's Phil thinking?
He's thinking, what's this guy got? What's this guy over here got? What does he got me beat?
Oh, Phil's check raised.
And that's why I was going to opt for a check there. We can't really fold this, I don't think. The problem is if we can and don't improve when we face Phil's bet on the river, we'll be in a real spot.
Time ticking away for Daniel. 10 seconds left to make a decision. He elects to call.
Like there was ever any doubt what Daniel was going to do.
The river card is the 7 of hearts. Trips for Daniel, but it does put a potential flush out there.
Well, what was I thinking? We're Daniel Negreanu. We're Kid Poker. Documentary coming soon. Of course we're going to improve. The problem is that Phil could have been raising us on the turn with a flush draw. Easily.
Yeah. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And there's a bet from Phil.
Last time we played against Phil, I was dead certain we should call, and I was dead wrong. In this spot, I think he's going to have us beat a lot.
Oh, boy.
Like a one-legged laundry clerk, I am leaning toward a fold.
Daniel is down to 10 seconds.
Man, really? I need a time.
He plays a time bank chip.
The one thing we got going for us is that I don't think Phil expects us to have a 7 very often. He could be trying to bluff us off a worse hand. But Phil knows how much Daniel loves to call, and Daniel knows Phil knows that.
I just feel like you have full house. You got queen 7.
This is basically old poison wine routine.
I don't think I can fold it.
Daniel calls.
Ace queen.
Phil claims to have ace queen, but he doesn't. He was bluffing with jack 8.
Ivy's fallen victim to one of the classic blunders.
Ace queen, huh? Okay. This is Ivy style. Ace queen or 8-9, whatever. I don't remember.
Expect him to fold the river.
Lines now 15,000, 30,000 with a 10,000 ante. King 9 suited for Phil, raising the button. Maria with jack 10 in the small blind. She's now the shortest stack at the table. She calls.
75 is a total.
Correct.
Daniel getting a great price, but he's way behind.
King 3 of diamonds, 3-way to the flop. Which is 7-6-6. So Phil had the best hand pre-flop, and he has the best hand post-flop with King 9 high.
Everyone's checked to the razor.
He checks behind. Double paired board now.
The king highs are chopping this. And I don't think anyone can bet it.
It checks around again. Queen on the river. So if this goes to showdown, Daniel and Phil will chop this pot.
But it might not go to showdown. Maria, 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 you cheeky little monkey.
She bets.
I think Daniel lets this go. No!
Think again. He raises.
The rare Negreanu river bluff raise.
And he gets a fold from the guy he was chopping with.
Though technically he's bluffing with the best hand, which means Maria can't even call. She can jammity 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 jam, but it seems unlikely.
Yeah, she lets it go.
Bluff?
Huh? What's that?
That was a bluff, wasn't it, Daniel?
What are you talking about?
That was a bluff.
What do you mean bluff, Phil?
Yeah, that was a bluff. That one was a bluff.
Why? What did you see? You saw something different? Makes you think it was a bluff?
I just thought it was
I gotta
a
know.
bluff.
Blind still 15-30. King Jack suited for Phil. He raises. Maria folds. Daniel has 6-5.
No choice, can't fold it. Gotta see a flop in the big blind.
There's the call. So it's Daniel versus Phil again. And Daniel flops trips.
Huh?
8
Check.
of hearts, 6 of spades, 6 of hearts, check.
I don't see Phil falling for this.
Check, check. A king on the turn.
Now I see him falling for it a little.
Daniel leads. Phil now with top pair.
Even if you think Daniel has a 6, you can't just go fold in top pair.
He calls. The river is a jack.
Wow, Daniel is running better than Prefontaine.
Daniel value bets his trips. Phil forced to call with top 2.
Nope.
65 for trip 6s. Phil shows king jack for top 2. Daniel's trip 6s take 5.
Good call, good call. Good thing you didn't raise. That was smart. You know what you're doing. Smart kid, this one.
How do you get trips like that?
That's how I play. I've been doing it a long time. I'm gonna teach you. I could teach you that trick.
Yeah, I want to learn it.
You do?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna teach you.
Can you believe we've got Negreanu versus Ivy heads up?
Pretty sick.
Whatever you need, Phil, you can have. It's fine. Give him the button. It's okay. I have the chip lead.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
fine.
that's a miracle in itself.
Played solid. Tight is right.
Yeah, you played great.
You guys were getting in there, gambling up, whatever. And I just, plug along.
Plug along, wait for me to dump $1 million to you.
You
knew it was gonna happen?
You can't help yourself.
I couldn't.
Eventually, you're gonna do it.
This is history, ladies and gentlemen. This is like the De Niro Pacino restaurant scene in Heat. And Phil Ivey, great ass!
Blinds are still 15-30. Phil raising his button with 9-6.
Cool.
Daniel's in with ace-4 of clubs.
Daniel starting off with the best of it like we would expect, but heads up, things can get a little weird.
3 of hearts.
Check.
Queen of diamonds.
Daniel's
spades,
still with the
check.
best hand. Here comes a bet from Phil. And Daniel check raises.
And I don't think this is really a bluff. I think he knows he's raising with the best hand.
Phil calls.
That is a weird float. Phil's probably got a trick or two up his sleeve.
Or maybe this was the plan. Hit a 6 on the turn.
Yeah, one of those tricks was to peel a 6, I guess.
Daniel now checks.
Phil's going to be pretty confident he's got the best hand since Daniel would probably never actually raise a queen.
Phil bets. Roughly half pot.
If Daniel calls here, he's probably prepared to call river too.
He does call. The river card is an 8, so Phil with the best of it. Daniel checks. And Phil bets.
This is awesome.
I don't have that good a hand. So I don't have that good a hand, but I don't know. I felt like he was gonna try to make a goofy move, so I might pay him. 400.
Yes.
Trying to say you have a queen, sir. When do you have? How do you? You're gonna learn my trick? How to flop
I
trips?
lost my screen.
I don't know. Okay.
Daniel calls.
You're right.
And Phil takes the chip lead.
You son of a gun. I played good, kinda, except you got there. I check
Daniel's
raised
got
queen,
ace
queen three. He calls with 6-9 because he thinks he's gonna outplay me. That's what this kid's doing.
I would have bet more if I
Huh?
missed.
Yeah,
I would've
whatever.
bet the
Because I
pot.
don't fold.
I'd have bet the pot.
So
They want you to done.
call. I have an ace.
Phil really knew where he was at in the hand. Fantastic value bet.
I had him. Queen, queen three. Check raise. Call 6-9. Okay.
That's the kind of game he's playing.
Yeah, I see that. Like the Pacquiao Mayweather fight. Right. Right here.
Yeah, that's what this is.
That's what it's like. 'Cause I'm, you know, I do like Floyd. This move. Check, check, check.
That don't look like Floyd to me.
Huh? No. Can't hit him.
This is better than the Pacquiao Mayweather fight because someone's actually going to win this and it didn't cost $50 to watch it.
Right now, Phil has the advantage, and the blinds are up to 20,000, 40,000. 8-7 for Daniel.
90,000.
He raises. Ace Queen suited for Phil.
Oh, really now?
He's re-raised.
So he did.
And he's got by far the best of it.
Okay.
Daniel calls.
Could be a good one.
The flop. Sees Daniel pair as 8.
Daniel's back to his old tricks again. Not even a club out there for Phil.
Phil continues. Daniel's all in.
You don't want to know. 4. We got another 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.6, 50 ace high. I mean, that's your hand, sorry.
1 point what?
1.65.
Looks like Phil's calling.
Got ace high? Yeah.
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 Phil
No
calls.
good. Of course. I mean, I got it.
Okay.
Daniel, a 3-1 favorite to double up here.
Daniel's in the lead with a pair of 8s.
That's correct.
But he needs to dodge aces and queens.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Neither one of these guys got to where they are today by being unlucky, that's for sure.
If Phil hits, it's all over. The turn card is a 9. Daniel now an 86% favorite. Phil still looking for an ace or a queen for the win.
Yeah. All in. Yeah, I said to you. Yeah, you said it. Now, no ace, no queen. He win.
You hear his accent? Do it.
Yeah, he's very good.
Oh, God.
I have pair, 8. He is no pair, ace high. I told him, ace high, call anyway. I say, you ace high. He say, call.
Now you win.
Not
You
yet.
see?
Maybe an ace or a queen come.
Got it.
Okay. You could be bought. You could be bought.
He can be bought, his allegiance.
Daniel, sorry.
Okay.
Never heard of a Russian accepting a bribe.
The river
Boom.
is a 6.
He says, boom. Full house. Full house. 1.65 million because I got a full house. And he's got ace high over there. Yeah. Champion over here. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Card's breaking even a little bit.
Daniel, now a monster chip leader.
I like playing with you. It's fun.
You
It's a lot
enjoying
more.
it? You enjoying
Now
it?
I'm enjoying it way more than I was like a little while ago when you were just raising me all the time. Okay.
Man, nobody makes Phil Ivey smile like Daniel. Nobody male, at least.
Can't see, how much are you playing about?
Not as much as I was.
Oh, yeah, you don't have that much.
Yeah, I don't.
What did you
Phil
raise?
raises to 90,000.
Yes, he did with ace 3. Daniel, king deuce.
He's in.
Well, it is suited.
And there's no point in 3-betting. He'll likely just get jammed on by better.
The flop is 8 trade deuce, pairs for both players.
It could all go in here. No.
Phil bets. Daniel calls. The turn card is another 3 trips for Phil.
And Daniel is drawing deed.
Phil bets again.
And that tray ball's a great card for Phil because I don't think Daniel's going to be too scared of it.
Yep. He calls again. We go to the river. Which is another 8. Counterfeiting Daniel's deuces. He's checked for a 3rd time.
He's looking at me funny.
Bring it on down to Valueville.
All in.
All in.
All in.
Phil shoved.
That card didn't help me. Maybe it did. Are you trying to bluff me?
No.
Whatever. Go ahead.
Daniel folds.
Had the other pair.
Deuces.
Good kicker, though. You bluff that one?
Of course not.
It's true, it's true. Unless you folded an 8, he did not bluff that one.
Maybe that card saved me money.
Yes, it did.
Yeah? You got an 8? Wow.
Nope.
You got a 3.
Yep.
Lucky me.
The deck let you escape.
Escape from state penitentiary, IV. Okay, let's take a break.
Probably a good idea. 15k ante. Daniel at roughly a 5-to-1 chip advantage. Action on Phil. Queen 7.
The computer hand. I'm gonna talk like a computer. I'm a computer. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking like a computer.
A call and a check. And top pair for Daniel. 2nd pair for Phil.
Not a good hand for a guy who's up against it like Phil. Hard to get away from a pair, like a hot girlfriend who treats you bad.
Daniel bets. Phil calls. The turn card is a 3. Daniel checks. Phil bets. Quickly called by Daniel.
Yeah, Phil can't love that quick call.
6 on the river. 2 pair for Daniel.
Check.
2 pair.
2 pair good.
There.
You had that? No, you didn't have a beat. You didn't have that beat, did you?
Nope.
Queen 8?
Nope.
Wow. He shows the queen. He didn't show no 8.
What else do I have, Dan?
I don't know. Bill, I don't know what
Come on.
what else do you have?
What do I play?
You play 6-9 on a queen 3 flop for a check raise. I
was
do remember that.
I was gonna outplay you.
Well, apparently, yeah. And you did. You just no problem. 6 on the turn.
It would
Into now 25,000 and 50,000 with a 15,000 ante. Phil's got 8-9. He raises. Daniel with a pair of sevens. That's a re-raise.
I like the 3-bet. Daniel doesn't mind getting it in with 2 sevens here, but I don't see Phil folding 9 high either. He's way too likely to be live.
He calls in position. The flop is King 8-7, a pair for Phil, but a set for Daniel. Daniel checks.
Huh.
Phil checks behind.
Both playing it slow, but Daniel's playing it slowier.
The turn card is a 5, giving Phil a straight draw.
And now that Phil's got a legit draw, it makes it even less likely that he's going to fold.
Daniel bets.
I'm all in.
Phil shoves!
I call.
And Daniel calls!
Set.
Set's good.
This could be it!
Oh, I win. Oh, no, you need a 6. Never mind.
Yeah.
I didn't see that part. But I'm in good shape right now. I'm ahead.
Best shape of his life.
You never know.
Yeah.
Phil needs a 6.
Don't do it to us. We got some drinking to do.
4 cards Ivy can hit.
Something tells me Team Ivy's not exactly worried where their next meal's coming from.
It's okay. He'll be fine. Maybe he's in good hands.
Doesn't look like their first rodeo.
You don't want to win like that anyway, catching a 6. Huh? You don't care, right? Just however it happens. That would be dirty. He won't. He doesn't want to win that way. He'd throw it back. If a 6 comes, he'd just throw it back.
I sure would.
He'd be like, you know what? No, I don't want it. I can't win like that. Bad for my reputation.
The only thing that's bad for Phil's reputation is how much smiling he's been doing. Isn't that right, you little cutie pie?
The river card is a 10. Daniel
right.
takes it down.
Applause for both of these fantastic.
1-0. Whoa!
Hey, Phil, the bad news is you gotta sweep that up.
Look at this.
Read the fine print, brother.
Yay! What's that? No, I know. Sober. I'm gonna. Thank you. It was fun. We had fun. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. Boo! She says boo. You don't mean it.
I do.
No, only a little bit. He came second. That's pretty good. That's almost as good as first.
Good for $0.
It's right up there. Yeah, exactly.
Guess what, Daniel? The taxes on $1 million are outrageous.
Congratulations to Daniel. Commiserations to Phil.
Yeah, where the party at? No, seriously, where is it?